everyone, and welcome back to our magical story corner.
Are you ready for another amazing adventure with our favorite little ant?
Great! Let's get comfy and dive right into today's tale.
One warm, sunny afternoon. Nunu, the little ant, was busy on a special mission. She was exploring the very edge of the forest, carefully picking up shiny, colorful stones to decorate her village.
The sun felt warm on her back, and the birds were singing their happiest songs. Everything was peaceful until a strange sound rumbled through the trees. It was a deep, rumbling, snoring sound.
Nunu froze, her antennae twitching. What could be making a noise that big? Being the curious little ant she was, Nunu just had to find out. She followed the sound, tiptoeing past tall blades of grass and over crunchy leaves. The rumbling grew louder and louder with every step. She peeked around a giant fern, and her eyes widened in complete surprise. There, sleeping peacefully beside a sparkling waterfall, was a huge, magnificent green dragon. His long tail was curled around the giant rocks like a big, scaly blanket.
And with every single breath he took, tiny, harmless sparks of smoke puffed gently from his nose.
At first, Nunu felt a shiver of fear.
A dragon! Oh my goodness!
She whispered to herself, ready to scamper away and hide. Dragons were the stuff of legends, big and powerful.
But just as she was about to turn back, she noticed something.
One of the dragon's enormous, leathery wings was slightly bent, and she could see a small, sharp thorn stuck right in it. The poor dragon must be in pain, even in his sleep. Seeing the thorn, Nunu's fear melted away and was replaced by a feeling of kindness. She took a deep, brave breath and said quietly,
"He's hurt. I have to help him." It was a scary thought, but Nunu knew it was the right thing to do. So she began her daring climb.
She carefully scaled the dragon's leg, her tiny feet finding grips on his tough, emerald green scales. It was like climbing a mountain.
Up and up she went, past his giant knee, over his broad back, until she finally reached his massive wing.
She found the thorn, which looked like a giant spear to a tiny ant like her. "Okay, Nunu, you can do this," she encouraged herself. She grabbed the end of the thorn with her strong mandibles, planted her 6 little feet firmly, and pulled with all her might. She pulled, and pulled, and poop! The thorn came free.
Suddenly, the deep snoring stopped.
The dragon stirred, and one big, golden eye slowly opened.
It blinked a few times, then focused right on the tiny ant standing on his wing.
His voice was like a low rumble of thunder, but it wasn't angry. Who helped me?" he rumbled, looking at his now pain-free wing. Nunu, though a little shy under the gaze of that giant golden eye, stood tall.
"I'm Nunu, the ant," she said,
her voice small but clear.
"I saw you were hurt, so I just wanted to help." A slow,
gentle smile spread across the dragon's face, making his scales shimmer in the sunlight. "Thank you, tiny friend," he said warmly.
"I haven't met someone so brave in many, many years." He carefully stretched his wings, feeling the relief of the thorn being gone. As he did, a shower of bright, magical sparkles filled the air all around them, swirling like tiny stars. It was beautiful. The dragon looked at Nunu and said, "For your kindness, I want to show you something special." A gift for a brave heart. Before Nunu could even ask what he meant, the dragon flapped his enormous wings just once. A powerful but gentle gust of wind lifted Nunu right off her feet and high, high into the air. She gasped in delight. She wasn't falling! She was floating! From up here,
The entire forest looked like a vast green ocean stretching out below her.
She could see the river winding like a silver ribbon in her own village, a tiny dot in the distance. It was the most incredible view she had ever seen. After a few magical moments floating in the sky, the dragon gently guided her back down to the ground.
As she landed softly on a flower petal, the dragon spoke again, his voice full of wisdom. Remember this, little Nunu. Even the smallest creature can bring the biggest kindness.
Never forget the courage you have inside your heart.
Wheat linked friendly wink. He leaped into the air, circled once above the waterfall, and then soared away into the clouds, disappearing from sight.
Where he had been resting, something was left behind, glittering in the sun. It was a single, shiny, golden scale, as bright as a polished coin. Nunu carefully picked it up. It was her treasure, a reminder of her amazing adventure and her new giant friend.
She carried the golden scale all the way back home.
That night, she placed it in the center of her village for everyone to see.
All the other ants gathered around, their eyes wide with wonder as they listened to Nunu's incredible story about the kind dragon. They touched the warm, smooth scale and dreamed of the day they too could be brave and have their own grand adventures. And the most important lesson from Nunu's story is a wonderful one. Bravery isn't about how big or strong you are.
True bravery is about having a kind heart and the courage to do what's right, no matter how small you feel.
What a beautiful story!
What do you think will happen to Nunu next? For our next episode, how about a story where Nunu helps a creature who doesn't like ants at first? It could be a wonderful story about kindness and forgiveness. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining our story time today. If you loved Nunu's adventure, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next tale. We'll see you again very soon. Bye for